Hello again, fellow love travelers. We meet right here at City Star TV. This is Carbon of Love. My name is Anaya and I am your host, and welcome to episode 3. So today's episode is a special one to the gentlemen out there. You've been on your first date, you've asked all these questions, and now you're trying to take your relationship to the next level. You want her to be more into you, you want her to like you more, you want her to be attracted to you more. Today, I'm going to give you tips on how to flirt with her, how to talk to her, the things that you can do to make her be more into you, to get her to fall for you. Now, let me say this. These are not things that I'm saying that restricts yourself to. These are things that despite what you're doing, you can evolve or you can also add up to it. You can do these things in addition to what you're already trying to do to woo her and then have her fall in love with you much faster or have her be into you much faster. So, like I said, I'm about to give you five tips, 5 things you can do to make her be more into you. Now, my point number 1 is you give her a pet name that is unique to the two of you. So for now, I'll say that there's a whole lot of baes and boos and sweethearts out there. I mean, it's so much out there. Everybody is a sweetheart. Everybody's bae. Everybody's boo. Everybody's baby. Everyone out there. And I think that sometimes, it doesn't make it feel special as it's supposed to feel like or it's supposed to feel. So if you get her a pet name that is unique to the both of you, it doesn't have to be excessively sweet or bay-like or baby-like, just something that is unique. So how do I mean? Let me cite this example. I have 2 friends, they're a couple actually. Let me borrow them for an example. So he calls this very particular lady um, so he calls him, I think, a chocolate cake or something like that. And even though that sounds sweet, it's more like a memory because they went on a date and apparently there was something with an incident involving chocolate cake. I'm not even going to go into it much, but my friend ended up embarrassing herself with this thing. And it's more like when he calls her that, it's more to tease her, but she also knows that it's not insulting or it's not meant to offend her. It's meant to be sweet. So whenever he calls her that, it makes her laugh. It reminds her of how things went down. They also ended up having a lot of fun. So it also is a reminder of how good things were between them. And now that is sort of their thing. So she also found a way to, found a pet name that when he calls her that, she also calls him that. And that was something that actually brought them closer. So it's not the sweetheart, the baby, the bae, the boo. It's that, but there is also that particular name that she knows is meant for just her. She knows that when he hears him say that, he's only referring to one person in the whole world, and that is her. That name that is just for her. So get a pet name that is meant for just her. Let her know, based on whatever that happens, how you communicate, that name that you call is meant for only her because she is that special to you. Now, point number 2 is to send random sweet messages. Now, when I say send random sweet messages, I know I'm using the word sweet messages here, but I don't mean for you to go and text the beauty of the day is making me write to you this text, or you are the sunshine in whatever my rainy day. No, don't go cliche. Don't go writing cliche texts. Don't go writing cliche messages. Sometimes, in order to be sweet, you don't really have to go excessively. It's just the very small things you say. It's the little things that you do or say. So what do I mean by this? Just during the day, you just send her hi, thinking of you. Or you text her to remind her that you miss her. Or just a message that depicts that or let her know that she is on your mind. You're thinking about her. Just, it's random. Don't make it like a schedule, like on a timeline. Every morning you're sending, every evening you're sending. But during the day, when she's not even expecting it, you send her something that has her know that she is on your mind. Now that will make her smile. That will make her know that or feel that she's special to you. That will make her also think about you, because right there and then, if she was busy and she sees the message, whatever she's doing, you also be on her mind. And she also think that, yes, this gentleman is also thinking about me. And she also be thinking about you. So you see, right there, and then you put yourself, you made yourself a part of her day or a part of her thoughts right there and then. Now, my point number three is sometimes in conversation, ladies, we talk. And this is the part where you need to pay attention. You need to listen. You don't just hear us, you need to listen. So when you listen, you realize that there are important things that we tell you. They may not be excessively important, like our greatest accomplishment or our aims and goals. No, it's the tiny things like how much, the kind of flavor ice cream I like, the kind, my favorite color, the kind of movies I'm into. Now, what am I saying? I'm saying point number three is to note the tiny important things and use them. You note the tiny important things and then you use them. Now, how do you do that? In conversation, she made you realize that maybe, how do I say this? Okay, so she's a Marvel fan. She likes the Marvel MCU movies and all that. Now, how do you use this? Black Panther Wakanda Forever is in the movies, it's in the cinemas. And she's a Marvel fan and she hasn't watched it yet. Now, if you take her to go watch that movie, not only did you take her out and spend some time with her, but you also did that by allowing her to see something that she actually loves. You know, you did something that she would actually enjoy with her because she told you and you listened and you did it. So her favorite color is navy blue, and then you show up in a navy blue shirt, or you buy her something, ice cream with her favorite flavor. Just the way you present it, or whatever thing that you do, will let her know, because it will be something that she has told you in person, something that is not extremely important, that she knows that maybe you probably noted it down, but enough for her to know that you paid attention to her and you listened. So you are doing this thing to let her know that you heard her, you listened to her, you know the things that makes her happy, and you're doing them. So that way you get to know the important things. You get to use them to your advantage, because it's to make her feel special. It's to make her feel like you care. And trust me, she will like you more for it. So on to my point number four. My point number four is be funny. Now, do not underestimate this point at all. Why am I saying this? Women, we love to laugh. I mean, look at your favorite comedians and look at their partners, you know, the women they end up with. And sometimes you wonder, how the hell did he land this very particular lady? Well, he makes her happy a lot. I mean, he jokes around her, he makes her laugh. And I'm not talking the kind that the teasing, offensive type of laughter. I mean, he comes up with creative jokes that makes her laugh. Does things that makes her laugh. Now, laughing is important. You being funny is important, because when that lady is sad, she will call you, or she would want to be with you, because she knows that you will let her forget about that thing that is making her sad. Even if it's temporary, you will make her happy for a space of time. When she's with you, she can always laugh. And when she's happy, she'll come to you, because she knows that when she's happy and she's with you, she'll just be happier. You will not make her sad. Okay, so when you're funny, we just want to be around you. Ladies, we love to be around the men that make us laugh. It's just us. It's just who we are, because we love to laugh, and we feel like you take the time to, you know, put the effort into the jokes to get us laughing, and we feel closer to you, and we get more attracted to you the more you make us laugh and all that. So try and be funny. Even if you don't know a lot of jokes, you don't know how to be, just look at the things that interest her, the things that she finds funny. Learn her sense of humor. Look at the things that, you know, she finds humorous, and then try to make jokes or play around those things to get her to laugh as often as possible. And this will help her. Trust me, this will get her closer to you, because she will be attracted to you, that quality in you. Down to my last point for this episode, point number 5, and it is unexpected compliment. You know, I use random and I use unexpected. Why do I keep saying this? Because if we are expecting it, or if it's on a schedule, it doesn't really affect us. You know, there is no wow factor, or no surprise, or no excitement that comes with it when we actually experience it. So when it's random, we don't expect it. And when it's unexpected, obviously we weren't expecting it. So there is that wow, especially when it's moving. So unexpected compliment. I mean, you talk to her and you tell her she's beautiful all the time. I mean, you've been telling her that she's beautiful and she has a nice face and she has lovely eyes and she has a beautiful complexion. She's heard you. But you're saying it so much, it feels like you're reciting it, like you're remembering, like more like you keep repeating the same thing. It's not about, I'm not saying don't tell her she's beautiful. I'm not saying don't tell her that. I'm saying know when to tell her, the delivery method, and when you deliver. These things are important. Why am I saying this? So you want to tell her she has a beautiful smile. While she's talking and she's smiling, you say that. It makes sense. But imagine this, the time where you're being funny and she's laughing because you're being hilarious and she's so happy. And maybe you're just looking at her, you're just looking at her like that as she laughs. And she notices you looking at her while she's laughing, and maybe she stops and looks at you. And you tell her, I didn't think you could get more beautiful. But seeing you laugh, wow. You see, it's so simple. You're basically telling her she is beautiful. But at the time when you said it, you'd have taken her by surprise because she wasn't expecting that. She wasn't expecting you to see it, and it will get into her head. Now, what can that make her do? It will make her laugh around you more often because she thinks that she looks more beautiful to you when she laughs. And then she'll also feel, it will get to her head a little bit. I mean, come on. I was told that I look more beautiful when I laugh. I'm going to laugh a little bit more. And I also know that I look pretty when I do that. At least to you, I do. And I'm going to remember all these things. And when I do, know this. Every time I remember that time you make me laugh, I think about you. Every time I see that random text message from you that makes me smile, I think about you. Every time that you do something nice for me, I realize that I mean something to you. You care enough to notice the things that are important to me and then make the effort to do them. Every time you call me that unique pet name that is just for me, I know how special that is between us. And all that these things do is just gets us closer to each other. It creates a bond between the two of us. It makes her want you more. It gets her attracted to you. It makes her like you. So these are the 5 tips I would tell you on how to relate to that very particular lady that has your heart, has your mind, has your attention, to get her to like you more. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for sticking with us. My name is Amaya and I am your host. Catch you same time right here at Caravan of Love.